Okay, here we are again. I've made some progress. I have scraped the varnish off of half of the boat, so now I'm working on the other half of the trunk. So basically what I've been doing is I've been heating up the surface with the heat gun, as you've seen in other videos, and then once it has softened, I scrape it off with a variety of scrapers, whichever one fits the need. And you can tell that I need to do the varnish because I don't know if you can really tell, but the surface is getting really UV damaged and there's just a lot of varnish on there, so it just is time for it to come off. So once I scrape this off, I will sand it with the first sanding, which is going to be pretty aggressive at either 60 or 80 grit, whichever one does the trick. And then once I get the bulk of the top layer, which is basically varnish and UV damage, and once that's done, I will sand it again with probably 220 or so to get it a little smoother. I don't want to make it too smooth because then the varnish may not penetrate if you sand it with too fine of a sandpaper. So I have found that 220 seems to be pretty good for the final sanding. Then wipe it down and then start applying very thin varnish and then heavier varnish, going between 8 and 10 coats of varnish. Really no more than that because I don't want to have too much of a buildup of it. So that's where we stand now. I just wanted to give you a brief update. I'm not going to go over too much of the details of how I'm doing this because I did that last year with my other video on how to do the toe reel, and you can look at those videos to find my process that I do. So this is the first time, well, other than last year, of me doing a large scale varnish job like this, so take it for what it's worth. The toe reel did hold up very well last year, so I'm happy with the process, so I'll do the same process this year. So that's where we stand now. I will do another follow-up video very soon, but just for reference, so far I have maybe 6 to 7 hours into this as we go. So there is actually a lot of time going into scraping around any kind of detail area. And going around the windows is taking a lot of time as well. So it's not a hard process, it's just time consuming. So but once we're done with that, I will use the DA on the DA sander on the major areas, the big areas, and hand sand the detail areas where needed. So that's where we stand now. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Thank you.